You were born untamed, no fear, no filters, no limits. You didn't care what people thought. You didn't need permission. You wanted the world, and you screamed until you got it. But then something happened. They trained it out of you. Be realistic. Don't aim too high. Fit in. Follow the rules. Slowly, you started sitting down when you should have stood up. You started asking for permission. You stopped chasing and started settling. But deep inside, the fire's still there, buried, quiet, angry. This message is for the part of you that remembers. You weren't born to settle. You were born to fight, to build, to conquer. They trained you to be tame. It's time to unlearn everything. Let's wake the beast back up. Look around. Most people aren't living. They're coping, trapped in routines they hate, punching clocks, watching time slip by, waiting for the weekend like it's freedom. But this isn't how it started. You were born free, curious, fearless, loud, alive. You didn't settle. You didn't doubt. You didn't flinch. So what happened? The world trained you, taught you how to obey, to be safe, to conform, to color inside the lines. It wasn't on purpose. They just passed on their own fear, their own limits, their own broken dreams. And now, you're wearing a life that doesn't even fit. But here's the truth most won't tell you. Settling is not survival. It's a slow death. The job you hate, the relationship you tolerate, the dreams you shelve for later. Every one of those is a cage. This isn't a motivational video. This is a wake-up call. It's time to unlearn, to reclaim, to rebel. You were born wild. Let's bring him back. Number 1, settling feels safe, but it's a silent trap. Settling doesn't hurt at first. It feels like relief, like rest. But over time, it drains you. Your energy fades. Your confidence erodes. Your fire dims. And one day it's gone. Comfort is a quiet killer, and settling is the first step toward the grave. You think you're playing it smart, but you're just postponing regret. You weren't born for the middle. You were born to climb, and you're dying a little every time you stay still. Choose tension over comfort. Choose risk over routine. Choose growth, or stay trapped. Number 2, they reward obedience, not potential from day one, you're told. Sit still. Do as you're told. Don't question authority. You follow the script. You get the grades. You get the job. But here's the scam. They reward obedience, not greatness. The system isn't designed to set you free. It's designed to use your energy to build someone else's dream. The more you follow, the more invisible you become. Want freedom? Break ranks. Think for yourself. Refuse the script. You weren't born to be managed. You were born to lead. Number 3, dreams die from disuse, not failure. Most people don't fail. They just stop trying. Slowly, quietly, passively. You had big dreams once, but now you tell yourself, not the right time. Maybe someday. I'll start next year. That's how dreams die. Not with a crash once, but a whisper. You were born to create, not coast. If you're not chasing something that scares you, you're not alive. You're just functioning. Resurrect the dream. Breathe life back into it, or bury it, and bury yourself with it. Number 4, settling is the most accepted form of suffering. Nobody questions you when you settle. In fact, they'll congratulate you. You've got a good job, a stable life. You should be grateful. But stability without purpose is prison. It's a smile covering despair. It's a paycheck chained to a soul that's starving. And because settling looks responsible, no one calls you out. So you rot in peace, quiet, safe, dying inside. Don't let normal be your coffin. You weren't born to be average. You were born to go to war with it. Number 5, most people trade freedom for familiarity. You know why people don't leave jobs they hate? Why they stay in dead relationships? Why they kill their dreams? Because familiar pain feels safer than unknown potential. But that's the trap. Your brain loves patterns, even if those patterns are killing you. Freedom? That requires risk. It requires walking into the dark without a map. But guess what? Everything you want your peace, your power, your purpose lives outside what you know. You want freedom? Walk away from what's familiar and start building the unknown. Number 6, you were trained to seek approval, not purpose. As a kid, you wanted to impress parents, teachers, friends, society. You learned to shape yourself based on reactions, to shrink when you felt too big, to quiet your voice so others could stay comfortable. But chasing approval is slavery, and the price? You lose yourself. Purpose isn't loud, it's not flashy, but it burns like a furnace, and it never lies. Stop chasing applause. Start chasing alignment, because the truth is, you'll never find peace trying to please everyone. Number 7, settling turns potential into poison. Unused potential doesn't just sit quietly, it festers, it eats at you, it becomes resentment, anger, and regret. Every time you ignore the work you were meant to do, you grow bitter. Not because you're lazy, but because you know you're meant for more. Your gifts rot when you settle. Your purpose dies in comfort. And the worst part? You know it. That gnawing feeling inside, that's your soul starving for meaning. Feed it or fade out. Number 8, the system wants you predictable, not powerful. You think they want you successful? They don't. They want you predictable, manageable, obedient. Wake up, go to work, consume, complain, repeat. That's the loop. Break it and you become a threat. The minute you stop settling, the minute you start moving different, you'll feel it. People will call you crazy, arrogant, selfish. Let them. They don't hate your ambition. They fear what it reflects in themselves. Build anyway. Number 9, freedom is earned through war, not wishes. You don't stumble into freedom, you fight for it. Through resistance, rejection, risk, through nights where nothing makes sense, and days where everything hurts. But every battle earns you clarity. Every wound earns you strength. Settling asks for nothing, but it gives you less. Freedom, it demands everything, but gives you yourself in return. And that's worth bleeding for. Number 10, you're still free. You've just forgotten how to act like it. You were born wild, before the school, before the job, before the fear. You ran without watching the clock. You created without doubt. You dream without shame. That version of you isn't gone. He's just buried under layers of obedience, fear, and expectations. But he's still there, and he's waiting for one thing: you. To stop settling, to stop shrinking, to stop asking for permission, reclaim your edge, reignite the chaos. Remember who you were before they trained you, because that version of you, he's unstoppable. Closing, settling isn't safety, it's surrender. And every time you play small, you betray the version of you that was born to conquer. The system didn't break you, it trained you. But what's been learned can be unlearned. You don't need more time. You need more courage. Burn the script, smash the cage, walk out, wild, ruthless, alive. Because here's the truth, you were born free, and anything less is a lie. If this message struck something deep, don't ignore it, because right now you've got 2 options. 1, keep watching content. 2, start making moves. You weren't built for consumption, you were built for domination. So pause, audit your life. Where are you settling? Where are you shrinking? Draw a line, then step over it like your future depends on it, because it does. Subscribe if you're done being tame, like if you're ready to unlearn, and share this with someone who needs to wake up. We don't settle around here. We break chains. We build legacies. We fight for freedom.